Welcome back. I want to take you now to Sekhukhune, Limpopo, where some schools there say they have not yet received any PPEs ahead of the expected return of learners tomorrow. Mahlako Komane is our reporter on the ground. She's covering the story for us. Mahlako, a very good morning to you. What have you been learning about whether these schools have received PPEs?
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, Blaine, and indeed we are here in Sekhukhune in a village called Motse, and this school that I'm standing at, it's a primary school. It has about 125 grade 7 learners that are expected to walk through these gates tomorrow. I'm just going to step out of shot for you and just show you, this is a block of classrooms here, and these classrooms have been prepared for the learners here, and you'll just see that this is the entire school. This is the entire school. These are the classrooms that have been prepared for learners here. I understand that all these classrooms are going to take up, they're putting about 20 children a classroom to observe those protocols of social distancing. And you also have seen the mobile classroom that arrived last year. So this must cater for the 125, just for the grade 7 learners. And should they then open the schools for every other grade, this would then mean that there won't be space for the, for grade 6 down to grade 1. But also what was quite interesting that we heard when we spoke to SGBs and SGBs which are made up of parents was that 6 masks at this particular school were delivered, and these are disposable masks that were delivered on Wednesday. And Monday, which is tomorrow, in less than 24 hours, schools are expected to resume here, and I'm not sure what learners are going to get, and also teachers, because according to parents here, nothing has been delivered in terms of PPEs. But I'm just going to speak to a parent here and just ask her what is it that is going on in terms of the readiness of the school and the community come June the 1st, which is tomorrow morning. Mera leboga for speaking to us. Can you just tell us, what is it that has happened here in terms of readiness? SGP
mo sekolong sa Fosset Mathebe. So ga re ready go tla mo sekolong ka baka la gore dilo ga ba romela dilo ka moka. Ba rometse face mask 3 ya deputy principal and then le principal and then teacher a mang a bana selo bana ba sekolo total a bana selo le dijo a di se romela re tsebe gore ga pile bana ba sekolo ba tlo tla ba tlo jang 7 hours e ka moka ba tla ba itutum.
So and then in terms of go screen wa mango dira jwang, what is the plan?
Plan yona a rena le yona ka re ga re tsebe gore o tshwantse re screen rena go ba renya ke motho wa health a screen bana mo gating or ya ke ntwe e le gore na le khatlhano le yona eo. That's why re ga re reje go katla sekolong.
And then also you told me you have 2 children in grade 7. How are you feeling as a parent, considering that you're also in the SGP?
Na agi feel sharp ka baka la gore a go romela selo se se right, and le bana ba safe ka baka la gore le ma teacher ga anya a se ba bantsi ba shota. Ma teacher rena ka bontsi ba over age of 60. Mola le gore le re batho ba over age of 60 ba ka fetelwa ka pela ka kitati. So na a ke bone ba le reje ba ka tla sekolong.
Thank you so much, Ma'am. And you've heard there, Blaine, a parent telling us, she's a deputy chairperson of the SGB at this particular school, saying that they've only received those 6 masks that she speaks about, and also saying that they have not been workshopped, they've not been told what exactly is it that's going to happen tomorrow when these 125 learners come back to school. But also, I think importantly, she also says that, food has not been delivered here. This is a school that is reliant on the feeding scheme. Learners here are reliant on getting food, that meal that they get here. There is no food, so meaning they will not be receiving that meal that they've have become accustomed to in terms of part of the schooling curriculum, but also saying that they really have no plan, and as things stand, they don't have any PPEs, there are no masks for learners, but it is supposed to be the beginning of grade 7s coming back to school as announced by the Minister of Basic Education, Ms. Angie Motshekga. But also, when we spoke to her on Thursday, saying she didn't mention Limpopo as a province, but she did speak about the Northern Cape, saying that the Northern Cape had indicated that they would need about an extra week. Northwest was saying that they were monitoring the situation. So it would be quite interesting, I think, to see what is it that is going to happen here. And a lot of provinces also distributing the MECs and which schools they're going to visit. This is not one of the schools that the MEC will be visiting, but I'm also told that one of the schools that are expected to be visited there as well, similar type of problems that have, that there are no PPEs, there's no food. Quite interesting. I mean, to drive from Mahlako all the way here, it's about plus roughly 200 kilometers to only deliver roughly 6 masks, and I think another 6 at that school as well. So it's going to be seemingly we would assume it will be a shaky start unless something happens in the next couple of hours when we have left here in terms of delivering that particular equipment and also the food, so that children may be able to receive that meal.
Yeah, the Basic Education Minister, Angie Motshekga, is scheduled to address the media today. I understand at 6 o'clock this evening. What can we expect? What did you hear?
Well, I mean, as I said, Blaine, that the two provinces that she had said as early as last week, Thursday, that had indicated that they had asked for the grace of a week to deliver PPEs to remote areas, saying that the reason why there was this delay was because provinces had come out to say that they wanted to give business to smaller companies within their provinces, that the initial plan that she had with Treasury was to deliver all these things using one logistic company, which is the same company that they are able to deliver workbooks smoothly without any challenge. So I suppose these are the issues that she would have to address. Is she going to add more provinces to the list of that grace period of a week? What is it exactly that is going to happen? Because yes, schools that are being visited by officials and ministers and politicians, nice, some schools new, some schools more funded than others. But then you also find these type of pockets where, I mean, nothing has been delivered. There are 4 schools within this area, and they are saying that they have not received PPEs for educators and for children, and also the food that comes in terms of what learners need to eat. So I think it will be quite interesting. Is she going to add Limpopo as a province in terms of what is it that must happen? Limpopo as a province was meant to address the nation last week, Thursday. That briefing was cancelled because it was there where we were supposed to get the indication as to what is it that is going on in the province in terms of the state of readiness, their historical challenges. We also know that when it comes to issues like when you look at their matric pass rate, not the most impressive in terms of them finding themselves at the bottom rather of that provincial log that would normally have, where you see how provinces have performed. So I mean, it's quite interesting that even today there are no PPEs, but I think the minister having to, juggle, because if you then say that other provinces will begin later than others, what is going to happen in terms of the catch-up plan? Will we be able to make up that time? But I mean, Blaine, it's almost 12 o'clock, and literally in less than 24 hours, schools must open. So I think all eyes on the Department of Basic Education and the minister there in charge, Ms. Angie Motshekga, to tell us what is her plan, what is her state of readiness. But also, I think there are also in some schools here issues of water, the water supply. We know that sanitation quite a challenge in some of these rural provinces. Perhaps today will be the day when she will actually give us the numbers. This is how much has been delivered, who has gotten what, like give us facts and statistics instead of saying I'm told provinces are ready. What is readiness in terms of as defined by the department and MECs in their various provinces?
We shall wait and hear what the Basic Education Minister has to say at about 6 o'clock today. Mahlako Komane in Limpopo, thank you so much.